Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. All right, so today we got Dominic Delguzzo, my man. This guy you're about to see. Okay, words need not be said. First, let's watch each video 3 times. We got Gerd Cantor on the left. I know it's so weird of me to use a Gerd Cantor video. We got Dominic Delguzzo on the right. You guys are gonna like what you see. I like what I see. What is that? Seriously, man. Wait. That might not be what I think it is. Forget I said that. All right, let's get on with it. Okay, let's watch Gerd. Let me see if I can speed this up. Faster. A little better. For today's video, we're going to keep this kind of in slow motion. So, Dominic, real quick, guys are going to make this video kind of short. There's honestly not a lot for me to say here. There's always going to be something to work on, but you've got most of your basics down, Dominic. First, you guys probably noticed this. Dominic, you're probably aware of this. You don't really jump or sprint forward. You kind of shimmy on forward through the circle. I mean, this looks like someone who's been throwing on ice for a long time. You get really used to using the circle. This is kind of how I throw in the rain a little bit, not gonna lie. What I'm pointing out here, watch this foot. That foot doesn't come off until the other foot lands pretty much. There's maybe a brief few milliseconds where you're actually in the air here. I want to point this out now in comparison. Let's watch when Gerd's left foot comes off the ground. Boom, off the ground, off the ground, off the ground, off the ground. That's how long he's in the air. When this foot comes down, when we get first contact, this foot is here. Dominic, when your foot comes down on first contact, right here, your foot's still back here. One sec. This is the difference that I'm pointing out. Your foot should be up here, anywhere up here, about the same distance through the circle as this foot. Sorry, I did not mean to do that. So this foot is right here. Look at this. Oh, look at that. That works out perfectly. His shadow. The shadow of this. God damn it. Shadow of this foot, right here. Shadow of this foot is obviously under the foot. They're almost the same distance through the circle. What I would want is for your foot to be right here when this foot lands. My solution to that, get your foot off the ground sooner. You guys have probably heard me say that to other athletes. See how this knee is bent? That knee plus your glutes right here are going to be responsible. Well, not the knee, your quads, which extend the knee, are going to be responsible for getting this foot off the circle, or getting this foot off the ground. Extending this leg is what propels you forward through the circle, as well as a million other things. You know, the sweep leg actually does a lot more too. But I need you to get down low and then jump. Jump through the circle, chest into the sector. Let's watch Gerd real quick. Watch how he kind of jumps and he's driving his whole body down that sector. Boom. Exactly. How did I predict that he would do that? I've never seen this video before. He's jumping. See this leg? Bent. That's a lot of flexion, actually. And he extends very quickly. That's where all that energy comes from. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension. He just went about, one sec, I got a handy dandy tool here. Beep, pop, boop, pop. All right, what is 180 minus 120? That's about 60 degrees. No, I did that wrong. God damn it. Yeah, 60, that would be 60 degrees right there. He went from 60 degrees down to 0 degrees very quickly. Folks, that's what Olympic lifts, plyometrics, box squats, normal squats, everything, that's what that gives you, or gifts you, is the ability to extend very quickly. That is what Dominic needs to work on, is extending quickly. Instead of throwing, I think the way you're getting through the circle is with this, with this sweep leg, you throw it ahead, and then you use it to pull the rest of your body through. That's normal. Like I said, I do the same thing when I'm throwing in the rain just because I'm scared of slipping. You need to get off the ground sooner. Push the ground away, get off the ground sooner, get your foot in the air sooner, and then get it down sooner. I need that foot getting down from here to here faster. See how it hovers around right there? Make that go faster. Awesome. Okay, now I got that out of the way. Let's look at some other stuff. Let's watch our left arm. What do we have here? First off, I love how, watch this, watch the top of his head. Boom. It goes down. That is beautiful. Watch this. But I know someone else who does that. Top of his head. Gets down nice and low. Yes. That's what we need. You could go down lower though. And the lower you go, the more room you have to extend that knee and drive. Just food for thought. Let's watch left arm. Left arm opens up quite a freaking bit. And then it pauses. So we have our open and then our little mini wrap. Mini wrap, and then you open up again. Let's watch Gerd. Open. I'd say his mini wrap is from here to here. Folks, that's just what I call the wrap in discus. People are like, oh, you don't wrap in discus like you do in shot put. And to further elaborate, the wrap is the way the left arm wraps around your body while you're kind of in this position right here. But in discus, I call it a mini wrap, where that left arm slows down while the feet are getting down, and then it rips open. See, his left arm goes from here to here very quickly. That's you get a lot out of that. I suck at that, and that's something I really want to get better at, something I've been watching a lot, trying to learn from. I still can't say I've cracked the code on even figuring it out. It seems so simple, yet so complicated sometimes. But, Dominic, you do a decent job. I would say that arm rips open a little bit too far here. I'd maybe slow it down right here, let everything come around, and then while your left arm is pointing, to the left side of this official, you, what was I saying? While this left arm is still pointing back over here, still a little wrapped, then this foot is getting ahead. I would like to see that foot get to where Gerd's foot is right now, and then you unwrap, okay? So get the foot down sooner, stay wrapped a little bit longer. Don't wrap too late. That's pretty late back here. But once you get to about right there, then you can rip it open, which you do very well. Look at this. It goes from here to here. That's excellent. I wouldn't even change that at all. Let's watch that right foot real quick. All right, right foot comes in, boom. It stops a little bit, but we'll let it slide. Oh, what do we have here? Slows down. That heel gets a little too close to the ground, and we have cessation. Foot ceases to turn. But what do we have here? Success, great success. We have recovery. So you know what? That's not bad. I'd work on it a little bit more. Obviously, there's there's room to work on. Let's watch gird real quick so I can show you. Foot comes in. Boom. Like I said, folks, it's not a textbook thing. His foot comes off the ground before it really turns. So what I want people to do is this. What everyone wants to do is let the foot leave the ground or release at that point. But it's not uncommon to see people release at that point. But look at this. I want to compare this real quick. Dominic, look what we got here. Compare the two slides. Lower body wise, that is not bad at all, man. Almost not a huge difference. Your stance might be a little narrow, but I can't really tell from this angle. Let's see. This might be the angle, but it looks like you're letting go of the discus a little early. Yeah, like you have loads of separation on it. You got your chest pointing down the left sector. You got your hips down the left sector here. Where you're at right now is kind of where he's at right here. He's pointing down that way. You're pointing down that way. I just feel like the discus isn't getting released at the right point. You know, when he releases it, right at the point of release, there's a straight line here. This is the axis, guys. This line going here, watch this. When I play this video, his left shoulder is not really going to move a whole lot. Everything comes around this. Let me show you. After he blocks, watch it. He gets into his block. See how left shoulder stays where it is, kind of. That's where you want your axis to be. Look at that long lever. People say, oh, it's just my right arm. No, it's not. This is your lever. This is pushing the right side of this axis forward. Push. You push right here, that side's gonna fling around. Boom. You pull this left arm in, it's gonna pull the right side around too. Lots of things going on. But Dominic, what I'm seeing here is by the time, it's so interesting. I really haven't seen this before. By the time when you release the discus, you're at a weird angle like this. You never really get, we'll call it full high point velocity on the disc. You never really reach that highest point of velocity. Which, this is interesting. I need to look at this for a sec. Yeah, definitely letting go of that disc a little early. Scratch too. Oh, real quick, I have a video for scratching. This left leg needs to come up here after it comes off the ground. He scratches because his left leg stays down at his side and it steps out. Seems pretty silly, super simple. The second this foot comes off the ground, lift it up to the same height as your waist. That is a huge preventative measure in scratching. I have a video on it. Go watch my YouTube video. I think it's like stop scratching, stop fouling, stop foot fouling, whatever. Super simple, but I'm telling you guys it works. So Dominic, we need to work on this finish. Power throws might be the answer here. That seems silly and old school to say. Maybe not silly, but it is kind of an old school approach to fixing this. Power throws, some non-reverses, and just more reps. You're not going to get perfect doing power throws. No one is. Send me some more videos, though, because I need to take a further look at this. I can't give you a full in-depth analysis on your finish right now because I'm seeing a lot of interesting things right here. Yeah, you're pointing that way, and the discus is going that way. I don't know. I don't like that. That is something that I will follow up on with you, Dominic. Send me some more footage of this, and I'm going to get it figured out. But let's see if there's anything I missed. Got the left arm, told you what to work on. Sweep leg is not bad. Interesting. What I'd love to see is this knee extend fully right about here. Knee bent. We'll call extension right here. So yeah, see how he leads with the inside of his foot? Boom, inside of his foot coming in, then he starts to turn it around, lands on his toes. That's something you can work on. Lead with the inside of your foot. You're leading with your toes here. Yeah, so pretend you're kicking a soccer ball right here. You got a pinata. Pinata explodes. Boom. Whereas you're kind of just sweeping your leg across. I know it's called a sweep leg, but you kind of just fling it ahead or drag it behind you actually right here. It's dragging. It should be a little ahead. But Dominic, I gave you some things to work on. And guys, I want to admit, like, that the thing with the finish, I can't tell you exactly how to fix that. I do not know the answer to that. That's something I'm going to have to work on. Dominic's going to have to work on. I'll be working on it with him. But I can't say I have experience fixing this problem right here, other than maybe getting the discus ahead faster. If you got from here to here, unwrap it. Let me show you something real quick with guard. His discus, watch this a few times. Watch the separation. Discus is behind, and then right here, the discus starts getting ahead. It gets ahead, right? It's like catching up to him. And at the last second, he rips this left arm around. Boom. Kind of re-separates himself. Another like extra little pop. What we might need here is to let that discus come ahead. You look like you might be holding it back a little too far, trying really hard to slow it down, catch it in a deep position. Let that discus come ahead and then let the left arm rip it open. That might be the answer here. I'm not sure though. That's something we'll work on. Yeah, Dominic, I hope this is helpful. Keep sending me videos. I'll be in touch with you about working on your finish. Send me a video of your finish from a side angle, coming from the side. That might help me out a little bit. As well as maybe an angle from where this guy's standing at. But awesome job, Dominic. Guys, if you're interested in a technical analysis like this, it comes for free with any purchase of the program. First 100 people will have access to this. There are, as of the time of this recording, I think 18 or 19 spots left. So message me on Instagram if you're interested. And thank you for watching, guys. Dominic, keep up the hard work.